What is going on, everybody? How you doing? Happy Friday. Another Friday of the Infinity Equation podcast. I'm your host, Dante, aka Dark Joker's In, and always with me as co-hosting duties is my man, Mr. Tim, aka Disavow. How you doing, Tim?
What goes on, Infinity Equation podcast? People, goons, happy Friday. We are back. It's a Friday night. We're talking toys. Dante, I got to say before I forget it again, sir, happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that shot, give me birthday shouts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's going to be a boring one. It's just going to be me chilling. Because as you get older, there ain't much to do. Younger, it's fun. Going out partying. Not anymore. No.
I felt the same way. Yep.
I just want to clarify for everybody who thought Todd was going to be here. There's no Todd Mack tonight. He's not going to ever be here. I doubt it. If I ever get a chance to talk to him, yeah, he'd be more welcome to come on the show and talk. You know, spew the things that he says. You know, hey, I shouldn't say spew. Talk, have a nice, quiet debate. A good little debate. Just a little back and forth. Little controversy, as you would call it.
Controversy with McFarlane Toys? No.
Yes, controversy. Yes. McFarlane Toys. Yes. But thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. And if you're new here, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. It helps us grow. And if you have been a part of the channel for a while, then yes, hit that membership button. Join the membership. Working on some stuff to get, as for the members right now. So working on that. Other than that, yes, there's no ties in that. No.
Oh boy!
I did not say. I never said he was going to be here. Never said
Blake
that.
is now filing a class action lawsuit with all the Infinity Equation goon squad against Dante.
Probably is. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to probably piss a lot of people off, but when I say about the McFarlane stuff, so it won't be something new. Super chat night. Thank you, Johnny. It says happy birthday, Dante. I look forward to your growing DC Multiverse collection to a killer year, bud. But thank you. Yeah, I don't have a DC Multiverse collection. I don't have one at all. Well, I should say I have Swamp Thing. I do have Swamp Thing. That's one of the only ones I really have.
Now you got me wondering. I'm looking around back here. I have Batman from the Three Jokers.
Right.
Gorilla Grodd. And then I have the entire what do you call? Dark Knight, not Dark Knight wave. Oh, come on. Dark Knight Returns wave.
And Frankenstein.
And Frankenstein, yes. I think that's it. And almost all of those, in fact, I think all of those were on clearance prices, of course.
There you go. Ollie's never fails you. Ross never fails you.
Hey, I almost did at Ollie's and then at Ross. I almost did build the Frost Giant. I thought it looked kind of cool as a build-a-figure, or collect and connect, whatever they call it. And right. I didn't. I was like, no, just you gotta leave something behind sometimes at the bargain stores.
Yeah, very true. Tim, let's see who's in the chat with us, hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
Right,
shout out to everybody who takes it out of their night. Shout out to everybody who takes it out of their night to come hang out this here on a Friday. So it's good to see people here as always. Like Dante said, considering that subscribe button if you're new. If you're catching the playback, feel free to put a comment after the video is over. But shout out to Stratos in the house. Dom Mercucciano, channel member in the house. Greg is here. David R. Johnny Cock. Robert Diaz, channel member. Happy accident. What goes on, man? Stryden says, hello, everybody. D. Blake makes. Always good to see Damien in the house. Who else we got in the chat? Winger loses here. What's going on, Winger Lose? How you doing, man? Stryden says, happy birthday, Dante.
Thank you.
Man Beast Boy in the house. Impossible Pie says, did McFarlane issue a statement as to why this was $40? I'm sure Dante will cover that statement.
Yes, we will cover that.
We will cover that. Robert Diaz, James, a.k.a. Ratface 44, Rick Jones. What's going on, Rick? Chris Doherty in the house. Bart is here to stir up some trouble. What's going on, Bart? Oh, and then he's come dancing into the room. 796 Studios. Checking in. How you doing?
Here comes Cha-Cha sliding in. But welcome, everybody. Hope y'all had a great week. Hope y'all have a great weekend. If you're off Monday, enjoy that as well. If you don't, I am so sorry that you're not off. I wish you were off like the rest.
Ooh, I forgot about that. Nice.
Yes.
Added weekend bonus. Yeah.
MLK Day. And yes, this is more just Pepsi. This is Jack Daniel's honey, Tennessee honey liqueur, Tennessee whiskey.
Once Dante's done sipping on that, he'll swerve when he drives. I swerve when I drive. I swerve when I drive. I swerve when I drive.
Yeah, I can do that.
So good.
I'm watching Prince now that do it.
He is a treasure. Like just watching him dance for 45 seconds on the rampway brings me joy when I'm watching pro wrestling. It really does. He is awesome.
And he like, when he does it, he gets into it, he's like
so good. He gets so into it. Like he's so over just because of that dance. I mean, he's also a very entertaining, character as well. But that dance has just taken him to another level. That he gets the pop he gets for that.
It's funny because Swerve's like, he's like, I didn't think I would become that popular with it, with that dance.
Yeah, you just don't know sometimes.
Sorry, go.
That's it. You just don't know sometimes what's going to hit it big with fans. So
very true. There was 2 releases this week. Echo. I only got to watch the first episode. I didn't really get through the rest of them. What'd you think, Tim? Really, you didn't like it?
Hot take.
Really?
I binged the entire thing in one night. Since if you didn't know, I know you know, but if the audience didn't know, this is the first Disney Plus series you can binge.
Yes. It's also on Hulu too at the same time.
Oh, that's right, on Hulu. I thought that the cast was amazing. I thought that the lead was absolutely amazing. I think that the level, the script is such a level of so what I'm looking for here. You really have to just check out of reality. Like I feel like if the lead character felt the way she felt about her friends and family, then like 95% of the show wouldn't have happened. So yeah, I just thought that the plot was bad, and I don't like the way they marketed it, because they really made you feel as if Kingpin and Daredevil were a huge part of it. And spoiler alert, they are not that big of a part of it. So
no, not the first. I knew the first episode was just like Daredevil was like that part. I was hoping it'd be more, but unfortunately, when I seen it, I was like, no, just that's it, Daredevil. I was like, dang it.
I also didn't like that, they also took, again, I get that it's the movies, it's the MCU, it's not the comic books, but I just feel like they took the Echo character and they could have done a lot of cool things with her. And I'll leave it at this note. I feel like they really took her out of the street level heroes kind of bin with what they did with her character in the end. And I did not appreciate that. I like the Echo from the comics, and they really changed her big time, which I didn't like. So yeah. So again, I enjoyed watching it. I just don't think that, it could have been better. It could have been better.
I think like maybe when Daredevil starts filming, I think she'll probably be back, and then she'll be at that street level. Like I said, I haven't watched the last 4 episodes. I haven't watched the first episode. So hopefully I'll get a little bit more of what's going on. But yeah, at first episode, I was like, this is decent. Like I like it for what it was in the first episode. But like I said, yeah, I just have to finish watching it and see how it goes.
D'Onofrio, as expected, was great. He's definitely not.
He's always awesome.
He's definitely not in it enough. I will say this: I'm happy about the fact, for anybody who watched the Hawkeye series, I think most of us would agree, they did not give us a very good rendition of the Kingpin that was similar to D'Onofrio from Daredevil. And I feel like this series, they went out of their way in a lot of ways, including plot, to really bring him back to what he was until the very end. The very end, they kind of throw you a curveball. But anyways, D'Onofrio is the boss. He's great in it.
To Rick Jones' comment, Monarch is really good. Give it a try. Just finish the Finish it through. Monarch is really well done. It's a good show. As much as I hate it being on Apple TV, it is really done very well. It's a very good addition to the movies itself. Just hang in there with it. The other thing that got released was Infinite Crisis. Excuse me, Justice League Infinite Crisis. So that was released this week. And when I tell you, it's an hour and a half movie, but it felt almost like 2 hours. But it was really well done. And basically the way to they got great voice actors always, as always. Again, DC animation always does great when they have great voice actors. They got Jensen Ackles Batman. Matt Bomer does the Flash's voice. So it's great to have those people playing those characters, because they, Jensen Ackles could probably make a good Batman in a movie. It, like I said, it's very well done. There is a lot of jumping around in it, but it kind of explains what's going on with the jumping around. But it is very well done. I can't wait for part 2 to see how that's going to continue it on. But like I said, for a hour and a half movie, it did feel like 2 hours, but I think some stuff could have been taken out of there. Excuse me, but I don't know. It's not like if you the original Infinite Crisis. I think it's a little bit of mixing and matching. And there he is, this mascot, the man, the myth, the legend, Bruno,
the Mythic Legion,
Bruno Sammartino.
He's here. Did you have a chance to check out the Motu Revolution trailer for Netflix?
Oh yes. Oh man, I'm hyped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hyped. I'm ready to watch that. I am ready for it to come back. I'm glad it's coming back this month. I'm so hyped. I've been waiting for this part 2.
Yep. It looks good. It does look good.
So many great voice actors coming back for it. William Shatner is a voice actor in there. Oh my goodness. I know many people were not high on the first season, but I enjoyed the first season.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping this second season is going to be even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. Like Happy said, I'm happy for the figures itself as well too. The figures are great. I'm still missing a couple from Revelation. I think 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't wait to start collecting the Revolution figures, because like I said, Motu, the last one lane I stick with is just the animated show figures. I don't go with the older classic ones.
So it's a trailer, so I don't feel like we're spoiling anything here.
Right.
Was I correct that for about a split second I saw this guy running on camera?
You may have.
I'm pretty sure I saw him in the trailer that's involved in a battle running, and I was like, holy crap, they're bringing in the freaking characters from the movie. That's amazing.
What's even funnier is what's even weirder is King Randor is dying in this movie. He dies actually in this show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Kevin Smith hasn't pulled punches with making major changes to the mythology. Obviously, we both watched the first season of it, and he's not messing around. I mean, he's making changes, which I know a lot of people weren't too happy with in the first season, but it's a continuation, but you got to continue the story. You can't just sit around and keep things status quo, or else there's no story. There's no plot.
Yeah. Like I said, I enjoyed the first season. That first season was amazing. And I know a lot of people just were not happy with it. Greg and I do like the 200X series. I love that series. That was a great series on Cartoon Network. I wish it would have continued on longer. I think He-Man would have more if it continued on longer. But it's one of those defunct. If you look at it like this, Cartoon Network has some great one-off series. I shouldn't say one-off series because Justice League wasn't one-off. That was super great. Justice League wasn't made for kids. That was made for older teens and adults. Powerpuff Girls. You thought it was a kid show, but that was really like teens and older adults. Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, like all those, most of those shows like that. Fantastic Four, which was really good. It was kind of like a American anime style too. With that, it was like a different styling with it, which was great. I enjoyed that. 200X He-Man series, that was great. Animation was on point. It's a lot of shows Cartoon Network had that were great, but didn't make it past like certain seasons, which is sad. Justice League, I think, and Teen, I'm sorry, I forgot Teen Titans as well. Teen Titans was amazing. It was on point with Justice League. Like you were just like, yo, like can DC do no wrong at that point in animation wise?
Yeah, they had a long string there. Some good shows. Real quick, some people has joined. Chad, what's going on, Chad? Motu Toys in the house. Darth Clueless is here. Plastic Thunder just joined in as well. What's going on, fellas? Thanks for being here tonight, hanging out on your Friday.
Welcome. Yeah, thank you, Greg. Young Justice. Thanks, Robert. I forgot about that, Robert. Thundercats remake was really good. Cartoon Network had great shows, but I don't know if it was just because I think mostly Young Justice got canceled, and if I remember correctly, it was because of the toy line. If I remember that correct, Young Justice got canceled because of that toy line. The toys weren't selling. I don't know if that's the official stance. It could be something different. It could be something else. But I love Young Justice, and I'm glad it got picked up back on HBO Max when it came back out. Like they continued finishing it, and they had a chance to finish telling that story, which was awesome. Thundercats, I do remember watching. It was kind of on and off because it was always hard to find like what time they freaking came on because they always were changing time with them, so it was hard to keep up with that one.
Which is never good for a series to actually gain momentum if you don't know when to watch it. Like you got to have a consistency with shows, and when they move things around different time slots or different days, super hard to get into a show because you don't have that consistency of knowing when to watch.
Exactly. And I think that was another thing that hurt them too, because like you're ready to sit down and watch and you're like, why is this on? I'm like, nope, got moved to a different day. And you're like, oh shoot. Now, when we say this, for those who don't know about it, this is when you had the channel guide. You got to figure out when most stuff was still trying to come on, because we didn't have like everything wasn't updated. Just like, oh yeah, hey, here's everything that's coming on today. Wasn't streaming. Stream wasn't even thought of at that point in time.
Yep.
It was just you already knew it today. You knew what time was coming on. You sat there and watched commercials. You're like, oh, white. You're like, oh, okay. Oh, this new show's coming on. Like, oh, okay, I gotta be ready for this. When's it come on? Next Saturday, 8 p.m. All right, cool. I'm gonna be there. But yeah, it was just, that was a good time. But the reason why I say that is because I think, and I don't want to say for everybody, that He-Man was so good, it was kind of hard to have another show that lived up to that premise of it, that level of what they put out. I think this one is good. And I'm not going to sit here and say I know the whole lore, backstory of He-Man and all that. I don't. I just enjoy it for what it was. Assuming what it is. But I did like 200X because I did buy those figures. I liked it, and I was like, "Yo, like this is great." I don't know if Robert. I don't know if Kevin is a poser. I want to say he talks a good game, but I think when he finally sits down to write stuff, it can actually be good. Like when I remember when he wrote Green Arrow, that was really great. Can't remember like the last book he wrote, but I think when he actually sits down and puts his mind to it, when he writes something, it can be pretty good.
He certainly wrote the hell out of that Superman Lives movie. Yeah, big old mechanical spider running around trying to fight Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole. I'm gonna take a drink on that one because I don't even know.
Did you ever have the opportunity to watch the documentary Superman Lives about that movie?
No, I didn't. I knew about it, but I really didn't have no interest in it because I didn't care to see Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Oh, the documentary is so good, though. I think Schwepp made it before he died. I had it on Blu-ray and I loaned it to a coworker. Then the coworker took a different job and lost it, so I was kind of pissed about that. I don't have it anymore. But if you can watch two documentaries, if you're ever bored, check out that Superman Death of Superman Lives is very good, and then check out Doomed. It's all about the Fantastic Four Roger Corman movie.
Oh yes, yes. I've seen that movie.
Eye-opening. Oh yeah, it used to be on YouTube for free last I checked.
Yes, yeah. That Roger Corman movie, man, oh man, woo!
But the documentary, all about it, like it was a fake movie. It was never meant to be released. They only did it to maintain the rights so they can actually start an actual movie.
Yep.
And they literally, I never knew all that. Like all the actors and actresses that were paying out of their own pocket to go to Comic-Cons to like promote it and everything. Like it was mind-boggling. That was such a good documentary to watch about that movie.
But that was, that's the great thing. That's Roger Corman. He just makes movies and movies. He's like, you want to make a movie? Here you go. Just do it. There you go. And like I said, I do watch good bad flicks, and he does a great job of like talking about certain movies and going back into the history of like each like the person who wrote it, how it just became, like what steps were along, like doing the back work, like I should say like the what am I thinking of? Find the backstory of the movie of what may have happened, why it didn't get why certain things were kind of changed, find out all that little bit of history for it. So he does a great job with that. If you ever just looking for like if you're a movie buff and just want to know about some wild movies and just he does review, like kind of does a like little like mystery science theater kind of thing with movies.
Okay.
Watch his YouTube channel. It's amazing.
Sounds fun.
I learned so much from him, like just watching his stuff. Like he does a really great job, and he's also produced. I forget the name of the documentary, but it's more about like the horror movies.
Okay.
But yeah, he does a really great job with that.
Greg said disavowed seeing him used in Flash is more than enough insight in Superman Lives. So Nicolas Cage, when he was on set, they told him they were only going to show his face. And they added all that other stuff with him and Supergirl and the robot spider. So he knew none of that was going to happen because apparently that was a big issue. Tim Burton was apparently pissed off about that they put all that in there.
I would have been too.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then Robert
You have me on set.
Yeah. And Robert Diaz says the Roger Corman fan flick was done to retain the rights. Yes, sir, as we were just talking about. Yep, that they did it just to hang on to the rights to the movie.
Yeah, come on now. Like you had the man on the set and you're not going to like you can just suit him up and just have him there. That's it. Really, that's all. Put a wig on him. That's it. Like, understand, like Supergirl. Is that actress still alive? I can't remember.
That I do not know.
Christopher Reeve. If the family was okay with it, I'm okay with it. If the family was like, nah, don't CGI him in it, then I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't probably CGI him in. A lot of the Flash movie is just like, I've seen people who say like, oh, the Flash movie's not that bad. Did we watch the same movie? Did we really watch the same movie?
I think earlier I was trying to think of suspension of disbelief. As I was trying to think earlier for Echo. You have to suspend your belief so far to make the plot make sense. And I think in the Flash, a lot of it was the same way. You really had to just be like, whatever, like if you wanted to enjoy it, you couldn't overthink it. You just had to sit there and be like, okay, Michael Keaton's in this movie. Cool.
And that's the only reason why I think people really wanted to see it. It's just because Michael Keaton was in the movie, and we knew Batgirl was not getting released.
Yeah.
But I think actually Warner Brothers is getting taken to court about that, about Batgirl not being released, that John Cena and Wile E. Coyote movie not getting released. And I think there's like a couple other movies that's in there that they weren't releasing.
Who's taking the court, like the director or the actor? Or...
It's not no, it's I forget. I forget who he was taking like through. It's not anybody involved in the movies itself. I think it's more of like the state. I think was taking them to the court due to them not releasing for certain reasons. And I guess I don't know if it's like a money issue, like hey, you know you're withholding the money or doing something with it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something. Matthew, please, Matthew. We didn't watch the same movie, did we? You must have watched the animated Flashpoint movie. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're getting confused at, sir. It's okay.
That's what Man Beast Boy just said too. He said the animated movie makes better sense. I like the animated version better. But I usually don't champion DC very much at all. But I didn't hate the Flash. But I also have no emotional connection to the character. You know, I get that the actor is who they are, and that is very problematic to the film coming out with him in it or them in it, I guess it is. But I didn't hate the Flash. Like I didn't walk out saying I wasted my money because I had expected it to be a dumpster fire. Had I gone in expecting it to be a very good movie, I would have walked out probably disappointed. But
and I see your second comment. No, I don't see your second comment. It says the Flash was bad. That says the Flash wasn't bad. That's all it shows on there. Do you see a second comment from Matthew?
I did not. I just saw that one.
Yeah, that's all I was seeing. Rob says, okay, Dante, watch the Flash movie again or read AOA comics. You have to choose. Watch the Flash movie again. At least I can close my eyes.
Look who just joined us fashionably late, Dante.
As always, Mr. Art G.
What's up, Art?
Mr. Art G. Oh, I said the Flash was effing true. Because you probably said F, and that's probably why.
I see what you did there, Matthew. I see what you did there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what Matthew Joe comment said. That's why Dom had to approve it. He's like, oh, let me. He's like, let me not make this man mad tonight.
Nice.
No, I think it's easy. I think this year is a little bit easier because we're only getting one superhero movie, which is Deadpool. But then you gotta think like, how good is that gonna be? Because Disney was like, yeah, you gotta pump your brakes on some of this stuff. So
I think at the state of the MCU right now, where it's at, which is not a very good place to be, I think that they are going to pull out all the stops with Deadpool 3. Any hesitancy that they had to kind of slow the train down a little bit, I think we're going full steam. I think we're getting multiple X-Men. I mean, they know that this has to be something to reignite the fans' interest and the excitement in the MCU. So, not to mention they realize they have to make a good movie because the first two Deadpools were really good. So, I think that Deadpool 3 is going to be probably the best super movie of the year. Yeah.
Well, remember now, they told, from what I understood, they told him no ad libs. It's strictly just stick to script. But that's what made Deadpool 1 and 2 good, was the ad libs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like sticking straight to the script. Here you go.
Yeah. I think Ryan Reynolds though will still. I mean, he's that movie. I mean, we all know that's the reason it exists. So even with that said, I think that the only concern I would have is with them trying to go all in on this film, if they try to do too much. Art, we don't talk about that movie here, man.
Yo, all right, come on, man. I
have made the executive decision to pretend that movie doesn't exist, nor is it getting made. and that it will not be in theaters because Sony needs to stop.
Hold on. Okay, so let's just open up that Pandora box, because I was really trying to forget that Craven comes out this year, and Madam Web comes out this year. I was really trying to forget both of those movies, but you really wanted to open Pandora's box on those. One, Madam Web looks like trash. That movie looks like straight garbage. You can feel it coming out of the trailer. Like Phil Collins said, I can feel it in the air. I can feel it in this trailer. It's not going to be good. When you put it out during January or February, you got some trash on your hand. Craven comes out in August. That's the end of the summer movie when everybody's going back to work and school, and they're like, yeah, I ain't going to see that. We're not taking the kids to see that. Whatever kid movie or teen movies out at that point in time, they're probably taking them to see that. Craven is not on that list of like, yeah, let's go see Craven. I'm craving to see Craven. Nobody's ever seen that. If they put Kramer versus Kramer back in the movie theaters, people probably go see that before they go see Craven. I pay to go see Kramer versus Kramer before I go see Craven. If you don't know who Kramer versus Kramer is, go look it up.
Google it. The internet is vast. I will add this. I did catch the playback of the Dan Who live stream today. And Dan had made the comment that as awful as that Madam Web movie is probably going to be, if it means it allows us to get a comic book version of Madam Web as a VHS set or a Rider series or something, then at least it's fulfilled its purpose, that we hopefully get a comic version or cartoon version, I should say, of Madam Web. Just because they might market it together and put it out around the same time.
Look. Bart, I'm not pooping on January. I said February. I'm saying February, Bart. February. They put it out in February. And you know what? You look at it, like a lot of movies that come out in January and February, they're just like, they dump those movies out there. It's not like, they're not like, hey, this is January's the month for movies. Nobody says that. We all know, like, it's like, maybe if a movie, they have faith in a movie, they'll put it out later during the year. If it's a beginning, like January, February, March, I say January, February, they're like.
Now, with that said, ironically enough, wasn't the original Deadpool released in February?
That was one of those offshoots, because people really like Deadpool.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Like, that's usually where they dump a movie out that they don't think is going to do well. But I think I can't remember the background as to why they came out in February, but I'm pretty sure that was like one of the few that they were like, wow, like this actually was successful in February. Dante, I wanted to highlight the comment real quick here. What the heck was it?
If it's Iodine's, no, it's not Iodine's.
It was not.
Jay Wood's comment.
Jay Woods. Yes, I was gonna say I watch Golden Girls sometimes to pretend that like Aunt May lives next door, and like one day there'll be like a spinoff or a connection for Golden Girls and Aunt May.
Let me say this. I would never go see an Aunt May movie because, number one, I don't want to see that old biddy just going to the store and crying over Uncle Ben's rice. Okay. Look, there you go, Matthew. Daredevil came out in February. But that was years ago. But you gotta understand, that was years ago when they still had faith in the January and February months. That's died off. Like I said, Deadpool is totally different. Because people are like, ooh, I want to see Deadpool. Ooh, it's rated R. Oh, I got to go see this. Deadpool and Daredevil is a whole different thing. Can't compare it to.
Can I throw something? Can I throw something out there completely random, unrelated, completely to this topic? I'm sitting here looking at my DTOF as I always do, and I totally forgot I owned the Hydra Stomper Marvel Legend.
Right.
Why did they do a Build-A-Figure? I get the Steve Rogers head, I guess, but like, is it the same size as the Hydra Stomper?
Yeah.
They put out the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought of it now. I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, I forgot I owned it. I got it on clearance at GameStop. Now that I think about it, but I was like, wait, why did they do another one? I guess just to put the head on there.
Yeah. That's kind of, I feel that's kind of what it is. And I think it's a different color. No, it's smaller? That can't be right.
Yeah, a bunch of people
No,
have seen it smaller. Wow.
no, it can't be smaller. Doubt. No, y'all playing with me.
Omega Weapon. Can you expand on that for me? I did watch the first season of What If.
Really?
I vaguely remember what happened with Steve and everything, but did like the original suit get destroyed and they made another one, or how is it that they're? I'm just curious. I totally lost my background
It's
on this one.
our sense is way smaller. Thank you, man, Beast Boy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I like this team too.
Yeah, sorry for the random out of nowhere, but I'm just sitting here looking at it like, huh, yeah, how about that?
I thought it was the same. I honestly thought it was the same. The Silver Stomper is smaller than a single release green army green. That wow. I wonder if it was just to make so they can separate it and fit into the box.
Yeah, well, I would, yeah, because that's the Hydra Stomper's a pretty big chunky boy. The first,
Yeah.
the first one. I mean, I remember there's some heft to that thing. Yeah, Iodine 70.
Yeah. Let's jump into some toys here. Big day today for Mezco with their 112 release day. I knew it was going to be something part of Rumble Society. I knew it was going to probably be something I didn't need in my collection, but this one is sold out already.
Wow.
People love their Gomez, but it's Void Cadet, Gomez, Red Eye Knight. You get 2 head portraits, 18 interchangeable hands, 1 display with logo and adjustable posing post. The DSR dimensional splunking respirator attaches a back armor backpack, helmet which is removable, 8-track power pack, boom boom attaches to belt, and zip saber with light up function attaches to 8-track power pack. Armor backpack, rocket pack attaches to armor backpack, and 2 rockets exhaust FX attaches to rocket pack. P proton energy atomizer shooter holster removable, and 3P shooter firing effects. Then you get removable cloak, hooded cloak with posing wire. So
I don't collect these. Again, I have a few Mezcos, but I almost consider dabbling sometimes, and they remind myself to stay in my lane. But like they do look cool, and I think it is. I can see the appeal why people want to have multiples of the Gomez and fill up a whole shelf with them. It's just nothing I've dabbled in yet.
Yeah. Gomez was never really my thing. I don't have any of the Gomez's that have come out. This one is not for me either. This was not my cup of tea.
Wasn't there like a special agent,
but
like
then
spy
also
version or something too? Okay.
Yep. Now, what's funny is the Roman Society Olumu Rook didn't sell out. It's still up for pre-order. Let's see what he comes with. I agree with you, Omega. Gomez is a little overrated. He's not something like I need. Honestly, none of them, like none of Gomez's appeal to me. Like none of them really appeal to me. With Rook, you get removable helmet and head portrait, 7 interchangeable hands, 1 base, and just opposing post. Tentacle hand effect attached to wrist joint, and a blade hand effects attached to wrist. Blade effect, blast effects attaches to hands, and 2 flame effects attached to hands. Oops. I didn't mean to click out of it. And then get removable cape with posing wire, and you get the figure itself. Now, what's funny is he costs more than Gomez itself. He's $112.
It's a random
Gomez is like $100.
$112. It's random.
I'm just trying to figure out why he's $12 more than Gomez, and Gomez comes with a lot more than he does.
No clue.
Like Gomez comes with more hands, more accessories. He's a bigger buck. Is it? I guess. But it's on the what's that? What's the body that he's on? The Krieg. Isn't he on the Krieg body? It looked like he was on the Krieg body.
Everybody's saying it's for one. It's everybody's saying it's for 1/12th day. So 1/12, January 12th. That's why it's $112.
I can't see that. Like that doesn't. To me, that doesn't make any sense for him though. I understand it's 1/12th day, like it'd be 1/12th day, but for like it's gonna be one for 1/12 figures, so it's gonna be $112. I'm like, yeah, I think this is a Krieg body, honestly. Okay, it's $112 for a Krieg body. Not my cup of tea, but if you like it, by all means, enjoy it. But yeah, this is not something I'd be like dropping money for. Yeah, see, but Kriegs were typically 100 to 125. So why is he 112? Like I don't understand that. Like he comes with less accessories than Gomez. Even though he's on a bigger body, he comes with less accessories, but he's $12 more. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. The math here, Art.
Is it a reuse thing? I mean, is the stuff with Gomez more reused accessories and things that they just had a repaint or whatever? Like again, like I don't really know.
Probably, yeah.
So I mean, that could be part of it. Is that they're having more. There's more reuse there, so maybe that's why they're able to keep the Gomez a little bit cheaper than the other one. I'm guessing.
No, nothing lights up on this Krieg, Art. Nothing lights up. Black paint spent. Shoot. So the Lowe's can get some black paint then. You can say that paint can is real good for you. You'd be like boom doom doom doom. Oh no, that's the Home Depot song I'm thinking of. Doom doom. Go Home Depot too. Get some black paint. This went up for pre-order this week as well. Wolverine and Psylocke. It is also up for pre-order on Amazon.com as well. If you don't want to order it on Hasbro Pulse, but we got Evil Psylocke, and I guess you can call him Stealth Wolverine, almost. Just like in that stealth costume.
Yeah. Where are you at? I know we talked about it the week that. Well, at some point we talked about it, but where do you come down on all these Wolverine 2-packs, Dante? Are you going to be picking them up? Are you picking and choosing? What do you think?
Like I said, I was really on the edge about this one. Like, I was like, should I get it? And I was like, all right, I'll just get it because I do want that Psylocke. So I did order it. What was the other one that because I definitely said I was getting the Wolverine and Sabretooth one. That one was like hands down, I must have.
Yeah, that's the one I'm probably getting. This one though, yeah, I don't know, Dante. Like I guess it's an upgrade. I'm guessing it's pinless. I mean, I can't really get a good look at it here. So I'm guessing it's a pinless figure. I get that it's going to be an upgrade from the carded version of this that we got a few years ago, but I don't know. Again, like could they have? And I guess this is reenacting the comic book cover, correct? So I get it. I just I don't have a connection to that comic book cover. If I did, I would definitely want this. All I'm seeing though is Deathbird.
Right.
When I look at this figure, which is great because I know they said we're going to get Deathbird. So that the fact that this exists, if it gets us to Deathbird, I'm happy about that. But I don't think I need this particular pack in my collection.
Greg, that's the one I was thinking about. The Brood Lilandra pack. That's the one I'm really iffy on. Like all the other packs, like this one, I'm fine. I can like say yes to. It's that Brood Lilandra pack. Like I was like, I have no affiliation affinity for that Wolverine. That was the problem.
Yep. And like
That was the
again,
issue one.
Man, I don't know. I feel like we've been over this, and I talked about it on my channel as well. But like, I just think they could have done something better. That we didn't need to get that Brood Wolverine. I feel like they could have given us a different iteration, or I mean, we've been through this. I won't go through the whole thing again, but it could have been obviously Lalandra could have been something different. Put her elsewhere, retro card.
Yeah.
I mean, which they still might do. We still might get a re-release down the road, but it wouldn't be right away.
The thing about that is, I said, if you're going to do the 50th anniversary of Wolverine, do like the 50th, do that 50th cover, the classified file with this claws ripped through it. Shiva, what's her name? I can't think of her name. Silver Fox. No, that's
Silver Fox. Yep, Silver Fox. Yeah,
Silver Fox.
Yeah, they missed.
And like, and I forget who else was in there, or like throw Romulus in there. I don't know. Like, yo, I mean, you could like there's so many other characters. That Brood Wolverine is like, I understand, like that's a deep cut for those who know about that and remember that cover, remember that issue. Honestly, don't remember that issue. I'm sure there's a lot of people who do remember it, but that to me was like that's the one Wolverine that I felt like I was like, this gives me hesitation to buy this pack because I do want the Lalandra, but that Wolverine is not something I need in my collection.
Yeah, and I can't agree more. They definitely missed an opportunity to give us Shiva here. Again, you never know. There has to be a reason. But like I'm sitting here looking at my Silver Samurai, I'm looking at Cyber who are side by side each other, and I'm just thinking like you could have just even combined those figures somehow. Like just give us a nice silver paint, whatever. Like Shiva could have been gorgeous, and who knows? Again, like they could turn around and announce a deluxe Shiva. I know they said it's all 2 packs, but they could, maybe they're holding back on that. But Dante.
Or thank you. Bart even says Albert. They could have gave us Albert.
I predicted that one. I did a prediction video the night before they announced these, and LCD and Albert were absolutely one of my predictions. I thought we'd get. I thought it was an excellent opportunity to put those two out together. And they didn't. They didn't do it. So,
like even this cover here, like they show with Mandarin and Psylocke. If you would have did that as a 2-pack for the 50th anniversary of Wolverine, I could have dealt with that too. Like we haven't got a new Mandarin since Toy Biz. Mandarin would have been great. Like this suited Mandarin body with the trench coat. Yo, that could have worked.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I just, it is what it is. This is one I probably don't really need. But again, for the people that are excited about it, and if this gets us to Deathbird that much quicker, Deathbird and Lalandra, put them together in a 2-pack. Like I know that would have been too much of a dream for people, but like,
exactly.
Archie, I agree, man. Silver Fox, Weapon X Wolverine in the same Yellow Gears Maverick. Yeah, Team X was another prediction that I made. I thought we were going to get a Team X 2-pack, considering they have now. Again, that could be a retro card release because they love giving us figures on retro card back that we got as kids. So like we could get that Wolverine in that that Team X gear on a retro card, which would be cool too. So,
or what's his name? The professor who keeps trying to kidnap Wolverine for his animatium. I forget his name. The scientist or the doctor who keeps want Wolverine back.
I should
the
know
Weapon X program. I forget his name.
Yeah, I should know this, and I don't. It's bothering me that I don't remember this.
That would be a great figure.
Yeah,
because you can use a piece of Spider-Man buck because he's long, he's skinny and lanky like that.
No, not Stryker.
Voice is.
That's not what I'm thinking of.
No, it's not William Stryker, Robert.
Cornelius.
To it. It's
Cornelius.
Is it Cornelius?
Professor Cornelius? Maybe.
I can't remember if that was the name or not.
I don't know why Cornelius is popping into my head, but that's as the little like
it is
artist saying Cornelius. Yeah.
Was his name Professor Cornelius with the glasses? and like kind of like almost like look like egghead, like the ball shaped head. Not Professor Snape. Oh, Lord.
What's up, Justin?
What's going on, Justice? Professor Snape. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It could be because of New Buck too. It could be. I don't know. Abraham Cornelius. Okay, so yeah, Abraham. I do remember. I didn't remember his last name, but Abraham. Yes, that does sound familiar now that you say that. Abraham. Yeah, that's him.
Here it is. The first name you could have put a gun to my head. I wouldn't have thought of the first name. Well, I'm thinking of it too. I also heard on Dan Who that Justin Collects started his own YouTube channel, folks. So if you haven't already, go give him a sub. Justin Collects right there. I just hit the sub button now. So go check it out.
There you go. All right. Moving on here real quick. We got an update from Gridiron Studio saying to kick off 2024, here's a very early sneak peek for Operation Monster Force Season 3. The Gridiron Commando. Gridiron Studios has been hard at work sculpting weapons for Operation Monster Force and will offer loadout kits for Season 1 that lands in spring 2024. We're excited to introduce the Gridiron Commando figure, including a portrait of their leader, the Commander Gridiron weapon supplier, as part of Season 3. Gridiron has an exclusive Gridiron Commando portrait for this figure you can get right now on their website. Look for more exciting Operation Monster Force Season 3 reveals as they get closer to the big reveals at Joe Fest this summer. So there it is, prototyped out. And all Operation Monster Force is BBTS exclusive, I think mostly. But there's the head sculpt there. You can go check it out on their page. Yes, it is a head sculpt of Mark. Yeah, it basically looks like Mark. Has it been a year, Robert? They did say it was gonna come out. I think it might be getting close to a year. It might be getting close. If it hasn't been a year, it might be getting close to it. It's just over a year. I mean, it did say like 2024 was the year that it was going to come out. So I can't say, it's still going to come out in spring. They're saying spring looks like right now. From 2020, was it? It wasn't 2022, was it? It feels like because they've been putting out more pre-orders of each character, it may feel like less than a year for me. That's why. Okay, so it is about a year ago. All right, nice. There you go. There you go, Justin. You got some more subscribers for you. But yeah, it looks good. Figure looks great. I'll be happy when I get the first set in to see how they are. To kind of go off of that, and then we can go further with it. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what it's done because the pre-orders have been coming. Okay, so Q4 2023 iodine saying. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of why I use Todd Max face. This nonsense. This nonsense. Before we get into this deep, let me take a little sippy sip.
Yeah. So we've had Todd McFarlane in the green room this entire time. He's been chugging Mountain Dews and hanging out with Tony Khan. So we're gonna take him out of the green room now and see how he's doing. He might be a little bit energetic, so just be prepared.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm not gonna lie, Dante. You even shocked me with that one. I was presuming he wouldn't be here, but I saw that thumbnail pop up when you tagged me on Instagram, and I was like, okay, there he is. He's right. He's front and center. There is Dante's adopted father.
Told you. was a Toddy Mac takeover. I didn't say Toddy Mac was actually going to be here. And I think that's when people were like, yo, is Toddy Mac actually going to be? No, I don't know if that's what, and that wasn't the intent of it. And I do apologize. I was not trying to trick people thinking like he was going to be here. But to say that this man has lost his mind, he's lost his mind. $40 for each of this new wave. That's called an exclusive to the website for this Build-A-Figure. The only one that comes with a cloth cape is Superman. Nobody else has a cloth cape. Now, you see the only one who's really sold out is the Spectre. Canuck, come on. Like, yo, that's not pocket change. This man was like, my reason for this is, they were like, yo, Toddy Mac's been holding it down at $24.99. Yo, he's been doing it for the people. Look at this. Yeah. And this man came up with 2 extra lines of the line to sell on his website. He makes, thank you, Justin. I was going to get to that. He makes one good Wonder Woman. Well, Marvel Legends already basically beat him to it with this one. And people have now been customizing her as in Wonder Woman. This is ridiculous. And for the figures that he's asking $40 for, these are just regular figures. They're not even like anything extra with them. They're just regular figures. They're no different than these other figures down here. This Superman is $22.99.
Does it? Okay, so sorry, Dante. I just don't forget to say this. So his mainline figures that are not Build-A-Figure are still only $19.99, correct?
No, from his website, this Nightwing does not have a Build-A-Figure, and it's $22.99.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I thought that he was sticking the $19.99. I was going to say I would give credit for that if that were the case. I know that the Build-A-Figure ones were, I think, $24.99, but yeah, I was just going to say a little bit of goodwill toward him if he kept the price of his basics, but it just completely contradicts himself if he then turns around and does this. So, each.
Now, don't get me wrong. I can understand why this is $300 because you're getting a Batwing. That makes sense. Okay, you're getting a Batwing. Okay. I'm not going to fight you on that. Now, I'm trying to understand this too. Like, so this Build-A-Figure set of the Dark Knight trilogy is $175. I think this was built Bane? I think this one was. Was it Bill Bane or was it? I can't remember who this Build-A-Figure was in this one. Let me see.
I got nothing. Yeah, not sure.
Oh no, it's Joker with the stacks. I think it was. No. Who was the Build-A-Figure in this?
It might have been Bane.
No, this doesn't have a Build-A-Figure. This literally doesn't have a Build-A-Figure, so it was $175. There's no Build-A-Figure in there. It's just $175.
Wow.
The only reason why I think he's charged that much is just because they're movie figures. But either way, this has 4 figures and 1 Build-A-Figure. It's $135, and you're charging $40 for 4 figures. Where does this make sense? Why aren't you charging $22.99 like for these 4? Just 4. It's not if it's 6, 7 figures. Okay, I may let you slide, but it's 4 figures. 4. No, Pat. No, I'm glad you just made in time, Pat. I'm glad you just made in time. Look, I want to tell you all, folks, right now. Pat has some other circumstances to go through because he couldn't appear tonight on the show. Yeah, Pat. Yeah,
Pac actually Pac messaged me on the sidebar and he just said, "Hey Tim, I'm not supposed to tell you this, Dante, but I will anyway." He said, "Hey Tim, I'm really sorry I'm not getting the show tonight with you. However, I fear the class action lawsuit being brought against the channel by Todd McFarlane. So and all the fans when they realize he's not there, and I can't be a part of that right now. So Pac, I respect your decision that you were not going to be part of the lawsuit filed against us."
Oh, Pac, you think this is like the media scrum? Oh man, I can go get me some hat and glasses right now. Go get me some wild hat and glasses right now. I'm like, yeah, Pat couldn't be here to defend his Todd McFarlane championship belt, but we'll have him on the pay-per-view next year. Next time on the pay-per-view of DC Universe Todd McFarlane figures. I want so the people who are saying that they're defending Hasbro for the price hike, I want everybody to tell me why they should defend this. I really want to know what is the defense for this. $40 for 4 figures to build 1 figure. So you get 5 figures out of it. With Legends, I don't feel cheated like that. If it's 4 figures. They don't give me just 4 figures. They give me 5 to 6 figures. And I'm like, okay, I don't feel too cheated. But this is 4 figures. And it's like, you put some decent ones in there. A lot of people are not going to know who Psycho Pirate is unless you know what the original Infinite Crisis was. And then I forget what storyline he played a role in. But yeah, this saying Dick's saying it's only all this gold label wave, not supposed to be the new price, but yeah, actually, yeah, you got some good choice characters in there. But again, why is it 4 figures for $40? To me, that makes no sense. And then you're saying, oh, well, if you pre-order them now, it's $135. That doesn't make me feel any better with this. Now, for me, it'll be $135 plus whatever the shipping is. For other people, it's taxes on top of that. So once that $135 comes out, whatever taxes on top of that, probably you're at $145 at that point, plus the shipping, you hit that $159 mark at that point. So where that $159 crossed out, you might just call it a wrap. Then you're not getting that discount. Sorry, buddy, you're not getting a discount.
In his PPAP box. And he figured out they were in there.
Pac says, in all seriousness, this is probably a one-off because Target rejected the wave. It's not the new price point, but best believe this left a sour taste for their customers. But the thing is, I don't see like the DC Multiverse fans outraged about this. Like, I haven't seen really any of them say like, "Oh man, Todd, what you doing, man? You're supposed to keep it at $22.99." I don't see the outrage. Like the same thing if like Hasbro was to do this with like the Legends or Star Wars figures or Power Rangers. If they were doing this, I don't see that uprising and that anger with this. It just seems to be it's calm, cool, and collective.
That's because DC Multiverse fans are well known to be the most polite people that exist.
Oh, okay.
I don't know either. I had to walk out. Bruno was having a little issue. I had to check on him. But so if you said this, I apologize. I think Pac had said he feels like maybe Target rejected this wave, and that's why he has it on the website.
Yeah, I did get that. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to read. This is what supposedly comes from the McFarlane Toys. We understand fan concern about the price. This is a limited edition Build-A-Figure wave and is a gold label exclusive to the McFarlane Toys store. This price is not necessarily indicative of pricing for regular production lines. The bundle price with 10% discount code is $24.30 per figure. You can apply code MTS10 for the 10% off to reflect this price. So you got to apply a code because you knew you were asking too much for it. You got to tell people like, hey, if you want to add $24, here's the code to buy these figures. Why is it a discount code? And why do you not have this on your? So okay. You know what? Let's just for a second, let's go ahead and order one. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, Dante's ordering one.
We'll just go through the ordering process. I'm not going to buy this crap, but you know, view and edit my cart. All right. So now I got to add the code in. MST. What was it? MST something. MST 10. MTS 10.
Robert Diaz says you're gonna have an aneurysm on air.
So let's apply it. Oh, I probably am. $3.99 came off of that.
That's it.
How's that taking it down to $24.10? Did I not just read that wrong? Let me read that one more time.
Yeah, I'll pay closer attention this time. Go ahead.
This price point is not necessarily indicative of pricing for regular production lines. The bundle price with 10%. Oh, sorry. The bundle price with 10% discount code is $24.30 per figure. You can apply code MTS10 for 10% off the reflectors. Okay, I'm sorry. So I misunderstood that. So I guess it's the bundle you got to get. That gets 10% off. So let's see. We'll cancel that. Okay. We'll wipe that out.
Justin,
get out of here.
Justin. For a 10% discount, use code Ben Dover. That's good.
Yeah, Ben Dover. That's basically what it comes down to. All right, so let's see. I don't want to continue shopping. I just want to.
Is it wrong? Even though you're my friend and I care about you, Dante, is it wrong that right now I'm sitting here hoping you accidentally actually order this, and then you will have an aneurysm?
Oh my goodness! I'll sell this in a heartbeat. All right, so now I put the discount code in. It takes it down. It takes $13.50 off of it. Go to checkout. Now you're not getting my information. I refuse to. Hold on. I just want to see how much the shipping is on this. I really do. I just want to see how much the shipping is on this thing.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, I'm really curious to see how much shipping is.
They're trying to get what they can, and I can't. I don't know. What a start to 2024. Oh my goodness. So Dante, while you're going through that process on your end, just want to throw it out there to everybody. So if you haven't been paying attention the last 24 hours, Super 7 is becoming divorced from the Disney waves. So unfortunately, if you're a Simpsons or a Disney Super 7 collector, over on the Robo Don't Know channel, they did have an interview with Brian Flynn, I guess is his name, right? The owner or the owner of Super 7. And they came to basically an impasse where Disney evidently wanted them to do something they didn't want to do with the figures or whatever. So the Simpsons wave is dead. The Disney waves are dead. I highly suggest you go watch the interview. It does have timestamps where you can kind of jump around a little bit, but there's also a really interesting section where Brian Flynn talks about Ross, of all things. He talked about bargain stores, and he literally talked about fans now saying they're going to hold out and wait for figures to go to Ross. So it was very interesting to hear somebody running a major toy company literally invoke Ross and bargain stores, considering the last 3 months worth of crazy toy hunting. But it was very insightful. You know, I obviously is coming at it as an owner of a company, not a collector necessarily. But I won't rehash the entire interview, but check it out. It's interesting. But the main takeaways, if you were enjoying those Simpsons figures or the Disney figures, which I had a few of, we will no longer be seeing those. He very much was saying he's hoping it's just a pause and not a cancellation of the entire line. He said he has tons of other molds for the rest of the Simpsons family and other deep dive characters that they've already made. But essentially, I guess until they get on the same page with Disney, they will not be evidently putting more of those figures out. So check that out. Son Robo Don't Know. It's a good interview. Yeah, enjoyed it.
Sorry, I didn't. Thanks, Tim. I forgot my password to PayPal.
No problem. We wanted to talk about that anyway, so that was the perfect opportunity to bring it up. It's so some people are saying in the comments maybe Disney got ticked off because Super 7 tried to buy Steamboat Willie. Meanwhile, Super 7 been charging ridiculous prices. They're literally Homer meme falling back, for sure. Iodine. Oh, do they discuss what Disney wanted them to do? He did not get into the details of what it was that Disney wanted. I can't think of the words that he used. I think he essentially, I don't know if it was as far as the figures they were offering or maybe the accessories they wanted included. There was something that Disney wanted them to do that they didn't see eye to eye on, that they felt like would not be successful with fans. He also did mention that he felt like the Simpsons waves did not turn out as successful as he thought they would. So that was admitted to. And a lot of people obviously are upset in the community because, had they come out the core family right away, then perhaps they would have done better. As opposed to, one family member with each wave, making people buy multiple versions, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, either way, it's a shame because I know a lot of people enjoyed that Simpsons line. So including the reaction, by the way, all of it's done. The reaction waves and the Ultimates waves. It's all over.
All right. Shipping is ridiculous. $15 for FedEx ground delivery. I'm going to say $16 for FedEx ground delivery. Home delivery from FedEx, $16. USPS parcel select, almost basically, you might say $20. UPS ground advantage, $20. USPS priority mail, basically $50. FedEx Express, $64. FedEx Express Saver. So it's weird. It's the same thing, same price. They got to hear twice. Same thing with FedEx 2-day. Same thing, same price, $74.15. Same thing for FedEx overnight, $101.45.
What?
USPS Priority Mail Express, $109.40.
Who in the hell is spending $100 on shipping to get?
Why is USPS that much for priority mail?
Wow.
Who's paying that? And I agree with them. Who's paying that? $109. $101. Who says I need it? I need that badly. There's it's not even like next day or overnight. Well, excuse me, there is overnight, but you're paying $101 for overnight.
Yeah,
I've never seen anybody pay over $100 for anything for overnight.
And here's the thing. Obviously, if you do action figure reviews, it's the quick and the dead. The people who get it first, are going to get a boost. Obviously, there's channels out there that can review a figure from 5 years ago and still get an incredible high amount of views, which is great for them. It shows the fan base they have. But even for a reviewer who's trying to get a bump to get something early, I can't imagine it behooves you to spend $100 on overnight shipping to get them in hand first. I can't imagine that's going to be a smart economic decision on your end just to get something out sooner on your channel. So for sure. And it's real quick. Some people had said about the Super 7 thing. Greg said Simpsons do not do well. When you piecemeal them out, even worse. I agree.
Yeah.
Bart said, get Dante a refill. Get Dante a refill. He's on a roll. That's funny. And then somebody asked, I think Darth Clueless said, does that include the waves supposedly in production? So anything that has already been up for pre-order is still coming. Anything that has been teased, from what I understand, if it was not up for pre-order, it's dead. It's not coming out. They teased a Willie. Somebody mentioned Steamboat Willie earlier. But Willie, the janitor, not
Groundskeeper Willie, sir.
Groundskeeper
Willie. I do remember him.
Yeah, they did, I think, show him or teased him Evidently, he is one of them that will be a casualty of this. And by the way, Six Packs X is going to kill me for calling him a janitor. So, groundskeeper Willie, I should not have screwed that up. I lost I lost one of my nerd cards for that one, but Dante, real quick, sorry. I said real quick like 15 times tonight, sorry. But along Simpsons lines, real quick, again, is that also I heard today that there's a good possibility that Universal Studios is going to be punting on the Simpsons land, which makes sense being the Simpsons is owned by Disney now. But I heard that they're making the Simpsons land into Pokemon land down at Universal Studios in the next couple of years. I still have not been there. I've never been to the Simpsons land. So now I feel a real need to, Alyssa's yelling in the other room saying, now we have to go. But yeah, I thought I'd throw that out there real quick too. In Simpsons news is that rumor's making the rounds on YouTube right now that they will be ending Simpsons land in lieu of Pokemon, which obviously is a different property. So
let me know. We'll talk about that after the show, but let me know. I can help you with that.
Okay.
All right. This is ridiculous. I can't, y'all. I'm sure there's probably people who want it to review. Like there's certain figures that they've gotten from overseas and probably paid this much for shipping. But this is domestic. We're just talking about domestic. For 4 figures, why would I pay $110? 4. And we know the box is probably not going to be that big for 4 figures. You know, it'd probably be oversized anyway. It's a McFarlane box, so never mind. Take that back. Probably be oversized anyway. I'm just trying to figure out where these prices are coming from. Like, how big is this box that has $110 to ship? Priority Express.
Well, let's put it in perspective here. I mean, obviously, you're if you're paying the $100, you're paying for the speed, not the size of the package necessarily. But like, what did it cost? Right? But what would it cost? What were the HasLabs? Like, what was shipping for? If you were not a Hasbro,
it wasn't this astronomical.
Yeah. What
now, if you're getting it shipped overseas, it makes a little bit more sense.
Right. But what was it though? Like for a Hiss tank, if you weren't a Hasbro Pulse exclusive member and had to pay shipping, what was shipping on that? It was just
normal shipping. It was like the shipping, I think, was either. Damn it! I wish I still had the email because I could pull it up and tell you.
But that'd be a good comparison. Art said maybe Todd put his essence in the box. So when you put it to me that way, Art, I'm thinking about the old SNL sketch, something in a box. That's his essence in the box right there.
But the problem is like, I never see anybody say like Priority Express was $100 some odd. I'm sure there's places out there that say it's $100. Like it's $100 for like something big, worthwhile. You know, like you have something big shipped to you. You're like, you know, you want Priority Express, USPS, you know, it's going to be $100. Okay, that makes sense. The speed, number one, USPS is not that fast, and you'd be happy. You're taking a chance for them shipping it. That's the other thing. You're taking a real good chance with them shipping it. See, okay, thank you. All right, so right there, Robert says shipping was $50. Mario says I shipped out a HasLab Sentinel for $77. Not $100, $77. The Sentinel I can understand being $77. These are not as big as a Sentinel.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
So
it really doesn't.
I'm trying to understand where he's getting these numbers from. Is it USPS that's telling these numbers? Like, hey, is it FedEx that's saying this? And you know what's another thing? UPS is not on here as an option. Why is not UPS an option? Are they too expensive? You don't want to go with them? Don't want to use them? What?
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a lot of questions with this one for sure, which, you know, and at the end of the day, we always say fans have to speak with their wallets here. I'm not saying people to buy it or not buy it. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. But one of those things where if it works, I mean, the shipping is a different animal. I mean, if you just pay for the regular shipping, whatever, but like as far as the price of the figures goes and everything else, it's going to come down to what fans do. You know, if fans support it and they go in on it, then you're going to see more of it in the future. It's just how it goes, I guess. Who knows? Maybe we'll see these at Ross next year.
So the thing is, like, also with this too, there's no. These are McFarlane store exclusive, online exclusives. They're not even Ross. They're supposed to not see the shelves.
I only say that kiddingly, but we also saw a lot of Hasbro exclusives showing up at Ross this year too. So, and also at Big Lots, Ollie's. So it's never say never anymore. As far as what might show up out of these bargain stores.
Another thing too, this head sculpt on Superman is atrocious. This head sculpt's atrocious. He looks like Clint. He looks like a Clint Eastwood character. Get off my lawn, you damn kids.
That movie is so freaking.
What he looks like.
Gran Torino, so good.
That's what this looks like. Gran Torino Superman. This man looks like he should be sitting on the front of his porch in a rocking chair.
This is totally what Clint Eastwood felt like when he lifted up that dryer and the refrigerator in Gran Torino.
Literally, like, yo, I'm telling you. Hold on, give me 1 second. This Superman looks like he's like, yo, I've seen some things in my time as Superman, and I'm tired of seeing you people. Like, what do you mean, you people? You know what I mean.
Oh, I was going to say, you people.
What do you mean, you people? You know what I'm talking about, you people. Superman, have you become? Yeah. Like, no, not you.
He's very jaded in his old age.
Yo, this Superman just looks tired. Like, he looks real. Like, yes, man, before he's tired of Earthlings. That's what it is. He's like, I'm tired of you Earthlings. I'm just going to the moon, enjoying Dr. Manhattan on his whatever planet he's on, and I'm about just to chill out there. That's what he looks like. That's what he looks like. He looks like the old man who's like, yo, I'm done with y'all. I'm done playing with y'all. All right, calm down. Yeah. He looked like he done playing with the humans. He's like, I'm done playing human over here. He's like, it was fun for a while, but this ain't it. He's like, this ain't it. This man is tired of humans. He's lived his life. And still this kills me. Like, this joint right here looks so hideous. And I seen somebody say they were going to get the Superman, but they were going to swap the heads on it because this head was just trash. And I didn't even look at it like, yo, this head sculpt is trash.
It doesn't. Again, I don't collect these so joints, I don't know what to compare it to, but it doesn't look good to me. For what it's worth,
it doesn't. It's not. This is Gran Torino Superman. But you don't want you don't want to actually swap the cape on this one because this one actually has a cloth cape.
And looking at them, and again, I'm not a DC collector. I don't read DC much at all. Not since No Man's Land, actually. But the Spectre looked cool, and I get that's the one most people wanted. Why would they not give the Spectre a cloth cape? Like, that figure looked cool with a plastic cape. If that had a bendy wire cape, exactly, I might even want that. like that looks cool. If that was a bendy wire cape, I might buy that.
Thank you. I'm with you. I fully agree with you on that statement. I would say yes. If this was a cloth cape, I would have been all over this. But now this makes me kind of like, is the white specks are supposed to be there? That's really weird. You see do you see that like the white specks on the cape, like in the back of it, like this part here?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Are they supposed to be? I wonder if they're really supposed to be there, or if it's just it could be I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be like showing like space.
But it does. But again, it does look cool. I think, and I feel like a lot of people will probably pay to get this, and then pay to get a custom cape for it too.
You have to pay for a custom cape for this one, because there's no reason why you want to keep this on here. You put maybe supposed to say you put up to the sky at night for constellations.
That's like the Marvel Legends Quasar has like the stars and stuff on the back. Great. Yeah. Yeah. Let's look at it now.
Here we go. Here he comes. Again, he finally joined. He's like, okay, Todd said it was okay for me to join the show. Well, welcome, Pat. How you doing? We can't hear you, sir.
You might be on mute if you just entered the studio. Right now, he's walking. Right now, what he's going to do is, right now, we're going to see. He's going to turn the camera back on Dante, and a la Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, he's going to be like, he's going to have like Toddy Mac tied up in a bow, just like the end of the movie with his boss. Like, and here's Toddy Mac.
Yep. He's like, I heard you're talking crap about me, Dr. Let me tell you something. Okay, I made these figures with the collector and me in mind. I wanted them to have these figures because Infinite Crisis is coming up, and I wanted to go out and make something a little bit different. I want to give Superman a different head sculpt. And I didn't want to put no females in the line. No. No females in the line. I just released Wonder Woman. That should keep them satiated for about a year or so. But I wanted to put Psycho Pirate in there because Psycho Pirate's so cool. You see the colors on him, the gold mask, that makes him cool, okay? He's cool. He's a cool looking guy, and he's a cool looking figure.
I will say this though, it is I get that most DC multiverse, I should not say most, a lot of DC multiverse do make it to clearance at Target. But I had a laugh because I did see that Wonder Woman on clearance at Target. And in a Toy Hunt video, I was going to be like, oh, there it is. Told you, clearance. And I was going to be making it as a joke. But I was like, there's a lot of passionate people that might take it the wrong way and get really pissed off. So I was like, I'm not going to make that joke here. But yeah, I did see that on clearance. So I feel like he's going to be like, oh, I went on clearance. Well, yeah, a lot of your figures do, pal, not just the females.
Exactly. What killed me too about this?
You're muting Pack.
No, I actually did not. I didn't mute him. What's funny is, you know what's even worse about this figure is? The mask is not removable. But if you get the DC Direct version one, it looks the same, and the mask is removable on that one.
Ooh.
And I have that one. So to me, the DC Direct one is 20 times better than this. Hey, Shopko, how you doing? Yeah, long time no see. The DC Direct one is so much better than this one because on that one, you can actually see the face that's underneath the gold mask. This one, you see it removable. It's not even removable. So, and watch, this is what he'll do. He'll release this figure with it unmasked.
Sorry.
Oh, here he is, folks.
Here he is.
Here he is.
I was coming back from a nice Outback Steakhouse dinner, and here you are
with Todd McFarlane.
I hate you. No, I mean, I don't think
Todd we're talking. That's what he's gonna say. Me and Todd were talking at the Outback Steakhouse. Todd ordered a big steak because he like things real big and not articulated. He like a steak like a statue looking. But continue on the story. So I'm sorry to interrupt.
So you said there's no outrage. I don't know if you probably aren't. I don't blame you, but so you're not in the Facebook groups. Like, dude, some dude wanted us to sign a petition about like changing the price and stuff like that. People go wild for this. Like, there are people outraged about it, but yeah, I think this is a one-off. But yeah, man, a lot of people are pissed off about this.
I was just saying, like,
okay, so.
You remember the DC? You remember the DC Direct ones, right, Pat?
Yeah.
I was saying, why is the DC Direct one better than this one, this Psycho Pirate?
Why the price?
Not because of price, but I was saying the master removable on DC Direct one. This one doesn't have a removable mask.
Sounds like a gimmick. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, man, Beast Boy. I had to think about it for a second to figure out what he meant. This is funny. He goes, disavowed letting you go. He's not going to be the shark in the middle of this.
Oh my God.
And I literally am right now, right in the middle, like I'm moderating the debate right now. That's hilarious. That's good.
Lord have mercy.
That's funny. That's good.
Oh, wow. Shop says, since the last time I've been here, we lost our Toys R Us store here in Victoria, BC, Canada. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Damn.
I'm so sorry. And Mama said, Pop You Out is here. Welcome.
Mama said, Pop You Out. Still the best name in all of social media right there.
You were just waiting.
Not justifying this at all, but I also think. What's up?
No, I was like, you were just waiting for something to happen with this company for you to pop off. You're like, I got him. I got them.
Oh, man.
Since the Kickstarter, you've been waiting for something to strike first.
Was Dante the DiCaprio meme where he's like pointing at the TV going, oh, there it is. That's it.
That's it. No, I was so like let's say Tom McFarlane was Hulkamania, right?
Be right back. Be right back. Bruno's flipping out again.
Great match. All right. It was like that great match. Tom McFarlane's Hulk Hogan. I'm the Ultimate Warrior. He's beating down. He's like, I got you, Dante. He's like, I got you. But then all of a sudden I started pumping up like the warrior on the ropes. And this is I can't make my comeback. This is it. But Mama said, Poppy, I said, not justifying this at all, but I also think this is wait a minute. Think this was supposed to be the year-long Target wave, and Target backed out, leaving McFarlane hanging.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. They're like, this crap is sitting on our shelves, Todd.
Well, hold on. You can't say that at the same time. So so then what's your explanation for them withholding the Void Wave for not going to mass retail? It goes both ways.
Look, the Void Wave is a good wave. I like it. It's something that has characters in it that I enjoy. And I'll say this, like, I wasn't hip on Savage anymore, but I got him in hand. I was like, all right, he's kind of cool. He's great. He's not a bad figure. With this, I have a Psycho Pirate. My Psycho Pirate from DC Direct is a lot better than this Psycho Pirate. I don't have to look at the little ball joint hinges on the arm. Yes, he may not have the toe articulation, but I don't care about that on this figure because he's Psycho Pirate. He's a DC Direct figure.
Does he have a T joint?
Sculpting. Huh?
Does it have the T joint? No, DC UC. Never mind. I thought that was...
No, the DC Direct ones was like more. They were more akin to like that body mold statue kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you got out of that wave, though. You knew what you were getting from DC Direct. They hadn't really moved on to like articulation in their figures. They weren't really known for like, hey, these are going to have great articulation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what you're getting.
Yeah. So with DC Direct, you're like, okay, I know what I'm getting. That's cool. All right. This is like, why is the ball joint still sticking out? We should be past that point. These are not import. It's not a MyFX figure. It's not. I understand it's an import figure, Why we still have this? Nobody says anything about the pins. Why is the pin still showing? Todd, look, everybody else is out going at you like past you in figures. You still got pins showing. He still got pins showing. Nobody said anything about his pins showing. Look at this.
It looks great. Look at the sculpting on the cake. Look at the articulation.
Yeah. And that's a great thing about it too. One figure out the whole wave has a cloth cape. Why?
This price, great comment. This price was the bat signal for Dante.
Yeah.
Yo, come. It was the hook signal.
You're like,
yeah. That's so that kills me too. Like, okay, Pat, what are your thoughts? What is your thoughts on this?
oh, I don't like it either. I don't agree with it either. I'm not gonna plug it, but there's something I'm gonna do later on. But I think what's going on now. You see how that thing sold out for Spectre?
Right.
I think it's a low production run, man. Like it's building this false sense of, oh my God, these are selling out. You got to get them. It's how it's been, I think, the past year. Like a lot of stuff sells out fast, but I think it's because they've been doing lower production runs. And I think they're trying to recoup costs, honestly, because we got a lot of reuse this last year. I mean, we've gotten a more diverse character, but there's been a lot of reuse. And it's like for something that built their recognition off unique sculpts and a cheap price point, they're starting to lose a lot of that.
But we were talking earlier, Pac. When did they shift from 1999? Because I know that was the big thing. They were trying to stick to 1999 for the basic figures. When did that bump up to $22.99?
This year or last year.
Okay.
Because I remember it bumped up like right around then. And then like the problem is it's all over the place because another figure that's about to come out is at $20, but Steel's at $23. But then you have the collector edition line, and then you have this. So it's like my theory for collector edition was to condition people to expect the price hike, like that, which is why I'm glad I got all my Justice figures out of the way. I'm a Joe's collector. I'm a Joe's collector.
Which is funny because people were just like, yo, like, hey, like, he's doing like right at these price points. I'm like, sooner or later, you knew his price is gonna go up. Like, come on now, let's stop playing the game. Like, he can't keep it at this price in this economy. There was no way he's gonna be able to keep it at a $20 price tag.
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point they're probably like somebody probably told them like, hey, we can't keep making unique molds for selling these for $20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My problem is, how do you ask $40 for 4 figures? Like, how do you add, and it's Superman. You already came out with like what? How many Supermans already?
Only really one good one.
How do you ask $40 for that? Right, here's the one good one.
No, I already have the good one. I have the mullet one. Where is he at? Oh, here he is.
That's Lord have mercy.
No, but I think honestly, if people are still, because there's videos people put out about this, which understandably so, like it's insane to ask for 40, but I wouldn't be surprised if like a week, if it's still continuing, like a week or later, something like that, Todd will come out and say something. Because I'm
dropping the price on these figures.
No, not like that, but just kind of like, hey, this is what's happening. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it pissed off a lot of people.
Hey, you know what? While we're talking McFarlane Toys here, Pat, question for you.
Yeah.
Dante, I'm sure you can help this as well. So I mentioned earlier, Pac, that I have like 10-ish McFarlane figures. I do have the entire Build a Horse wave.
Yeah.
Right? And here's my question.
Yeah.
For the Robin, the 1 foot is fine. Other one all effed up and screwed up since I opened it.
Yeah.
I popped it off. I've tried to put it back on over the years. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this thing. Did anybody else experience that you're aware of an issue with the feet on the Robin figure? Because I don't know how to fix this. It will not. I cannot get her to stand because the other foot is all screwed up on the hinge.
It's like loose right here, right?
It just won't. It will not articulate. It's just stuck.
Oh,
And
stuck.
Yeah.
Even when you try heating up and stuff like that.
I've heated it up. I've popped it off already and tried to put it back on again.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do to fix it at this point. It will not articulate whatsoever. Just the tongue.
The only time I had that issue was with the Three Jokers Red Hood with the joint as well.
Like here, I just popped it off here. I'll show you.
Yeah.
It pops right off, but this will, no matter what I do to this joint, and once I put the shoe back on, I cannot get to actually. It seems like it should just basically tip nice and easy, but nothing.
Doesn't move at all.
Nothing. I get nothing out of it. Yeah.
If you heat up, you might be able to pop the ball joint, like split it because it can come apart. Okay. And then look inside there. Might be able to do that. Gotcha. You're horrible. Weapon.
It's always bothered me. Just toss it in the trash can. It's one of the few full waves I bought. I wanted the friggin' horse, of course, Mr. Head. But even though I bought Roach for the damn washer, or what it's called, Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thought I'd just randomly ask that since we had John.
Yeah. I've only had that problem once with, like I said, the Red Hood figure.
Gotcha.
Three Jokers, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna beat this dead horse.
You were just waiting to strike, waiting for that RKO, man.
Because it's like it's
ridiculous.
Oh yeah, this was it. He made my Friday. I was like, man, it's gonna be kind of a slow Friday, and here he came. Guys, I got these $40 figures. What?
Okay,
$40 figures.
But I think this is a one-off though. The next collective build wave you're going to see, it's probably going to be 25 again.
Okay, so this is the thing. Even if you're doing a limited run of these, what makes this any different than a Build-A-Figure set, regular Build-A-Figure wave?
That a retailer
you're still getting a stamp, you're still getting a card.
That's the difference. No retailer wanted.
But this is hold on, but no, I'm not saying like that. I'm looking at accessory wise.
Yeah.
Kid Flash. Okay, so let's look at this accessory wise and see if this makes sense for $40. Because we say the same thing about Marvel Legends. You didn't put that many accessories in there. Why is it this price? Same thing with this. If Tyler Phone is charging $40, Kid Flash only comes with two hands. One set of hands. That's it. That's just it. That's it. One.
I'm with you on that. As someone that collects this, I'm with you on that. Even if that thing was 25, it'd kind of be, it's not worth it. Even that Kid Flash was 25, it wouldn't have been worth it.
Exactly. $40 for Spectre. He comes with nothing except for the Build-A-Figure pieces and the card and the stand. Same thing that would come with any other DC McFarlane figure, DC Universe figure, multiverse figure. Like, what makes this so much different that it should cost $40?
Just that. No retailer wanted it, probably. Or they backed out last minute. Yep. Oh, no, it's...
Yeah, Bart, I was asking the same thing. I was asking the same thing, Bart. Why is the shipping so high?
I was kind of in the same boat as Disavowed. I was like low-key wondering if he'd actually accidentally ordered it. having to contact their customer service. Like, hey, can I please cancel my order?
Yo, you don't know how they said no, I'll be on eBay right now. Yo, just pre-order these mofos. Who wants them?
You know what's going to happen? This wave's going to end up going up there because it's limited.
Yeah. I think was really funny. Everybody just wanted the Spectre, nobody else out of this.
I wanted Superman. Just for that ridiculous. Did you see the S on the back? Like how big the S was on the back?
No, I didn't. Oh, let's see.
Go look at the solicitation. The S is insane.
No, because I don't think they ever show. Oh, there it is. It is. Good Lord! Why don't you just make it the rest of the cape?
Actually, now I might pre-order it. Now that you're talking, like we're looking at it for $40.
Don says McFarlane started including card holders now. I'm starting to accumulate card holders that I don't know what to do with. See, useless
That's the
pieces
same
of
thing with me.
plastic.
Update. I just broke it. So
No way, really?
yeah, I just snapped the peg off.
Oh, snap.
It didn't stand before, so you know what's the difference now?
I can't be on camera. I'm crying right now.
You knew it wasn't.
Something tells me this isn't something tells me I could probably go to a half off store and find this figure. It's probably not overly valuable right now. So
yeah. I
yeah.
think it's
I'm
on
sure
Amazon
it's pretty
for $12.
Yeah, I just
Yeah. Amazon's Friday. Y'all right. And you know what? Since you said no retail, I'm surprised Amazon didn't pick it up and say, hey, we'll sell it. But you'd probably be upset because Amazon discounted too, right after they sell it. They're like, yo, we're gonna go ahead and discount that down to like $10.
Hey, you know what my new line
says
is this stuff, the Warhammer stuff that they make.
That's fine. I can deal with that. I can let that slide because those are like, you want stuff like that that looks like that from him. That's what he's used to making horror stuff. It looks good.
I'm going to effing destroy this thing now on camera, by the way.
I can't be seen on
you
camera.
got a problem with
destroying it.
Okay. Just says you got a problem with Todd Fowler's prices, you might end up swimming with the fishes. I'm swimming with those fishes. Beast Boy said, third is there must be to recoup money, keep their earnings the same like they were in the Walmart and Target. Mama said, pop you out. McFarlane is passing the cost on to customers due to them not getting the expected retail order. Table football Dom says, man, Beast Boy versus Dante is the white splatter paint each dot added application cost. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. Northern Nomad says the one thing McFarlane has been ducking is putting flight stands in with the playing characters. If he did that, I would let it slide. I would give him a pass on that. I would give him a pass. Shavgo says, I think Spectre should have come out in a larger figure or a Build-A-Figure wave. I say Build-A-Figure wave. Because he can be on different scales. Like almost like Ant-Man. He can be like Spectre can be like on this grandiose. If you've seen I know somebody, I'm sorry, I missed whose comment it was. They had seen Infinite Crisis. Like Spectre can be on different size, like different size scale. So that makes sense. I would say he should be a Build-A-Figure. Let's see. Man, Beach Boy says if you really want, buy now. It'll be cheaper when it drops.
Will not be cheaper
on that. And that's why I want a cape swap with an extra cape ready for him.
Probably talking about that S logo.
Yo, that S logo is huge, man. Shaw says I want an Alan Scott Green Lantern figure. That'd be cool. I can see that. He said, told you something. Don says, I'm just waiting for a Spectre to be released in the main line for $25 with slightly different color shade of green, which I would not put it past it for that happening.
Wait, no, they
would not put it past it from that happening. I thought, you know what, now that I think about it, I thought they did make one already.
Yeah, it's part of the collector edition.
Bart says, now you got fired up again. Oh, man, Beast Boy said, dang, Ankle Lock got you. Kurt Angle got to that figure.
I think I actually did fix the articulation in the foot. I snapped the peg off and just can't attach now. So
just Gorilla Glue it. It'll be fine.
There we go.
Dick says it'll be a limited wave, but they'll all be going. Excuse me, but they're all going to be in the McFarlane warehouse. It'd be true. Megan says, I'll pay $40 if they make A Yellow Lantern Superman. Just as it turned out, be $40 to replace.
When Dante, when you were looking at the shipping earlier, that is one thing I'm curious about, like the logistics of like their shipping. Like, how does it come out to like $15 or $20? Because I've ordered stuff from there. I ordered the Wonder Woman figure. It came out to like, I think 45 with shipping. Like,
good Lord, how much was she just by herself?
30.
But that's like including tax too.
Yeah, but I'm like wondering, like, shouldn't they have like a bulk discounted rate? But I don't know how that works. I don't.
My thing is this: so let's say you just ordered a Superman. Is that price still the same for that USPS? That $109?
No, let's see how much it's going to be. I mean, I don't know if I'm in their good graces anymore to ask them. Be like, hey, why do you guys charge so much for shipping? Let's see how much Superman costs for shipping.
I'm just really curious. Like, yo, that's a lot for shipping.
Here.
Yeah, no, my card's empty. I want it to be empty. Stay empty. Oh, so let's see.
Okay, if I was to ship it to my house, it would be $10 shipping for that Superman. So I'm looking at $50 plus tax.
Wow.
I think I'll probably be the same. Because yeah, it probably without the tax. You said how much in tax?
50. But if I do the code,
how much, so if you take tax out of it, how much is it
without tax? Yeah, about 50. Because I mean 39 plus 40 plus 20, 10. Yeah.
Okay. So it'd be $50. So it'd be the same for me because I have no tax. So it'd be $50 for me to ship this $40 figure.
But that's wild to me. Like, that's double the price of a normal collectible figure.
Exactly. Exactly.
I want it for that cape.
There's no way to justify that.
Quality stitching.
Well, here we go. I agree. No way to justify it. The way they did it. But I wonder, like, okay, what if they would have turned around and said, and there's probably no way they could have done this logistically. What if they would have slapped a sticker on there similar to an AEW exclusive that says like 1 in 3,000 or something, and said, okay, we're making as you mentioned earlier, Pac, a limited run, less production, and you threw a collector sticker that showed, hey, but again though, it's a build to collect, so you're gonna want to open it. So I guess they wouldn't do that either. So because you're gonna open them.
No, that's a really, really good point because if they had done that, I think it would have sold out because they do that for the BBTS stuff, like the reissues that are like in black and red or black and white versions. They'll stick 3,000 pieces and it sells out. Okay. If they had done that, I'm sure it probably would have sold out.
But again, I guess the flaw in that logic on my end would be, again, if it's a Build-A-Figure, who's not going to open it? Like, you're not, the sticker seems like meaningless if you're going to open it anyway. So
true.
So I guess they probably couldn't have gotten away with that.
Right. Look at this. Like, this is wild. A factory sealed case of Wonder Woman. $179.
If you had bought that, though, you probably could have made double your money because a lot of people are trying to find those.
Well, the thing is, it's like it looks like it comes with like a different Wonder Woman too. Like out of the 6, there's like the 6th one is like, so like it looks like the regular color version, not the bright, like the kind of like shiny, darker tone version. Even with this Batman, I don't know who want like the Batman Green Lantern one, but it comes with this like translucent Batman.
I can't believe that one sold out. That Batman,
Superman sold out too.
Well, yeah, because it's mullet suit.
Yeah, Superman sold out with the kryptonite, but it has the kryptonite Crypto, and Superman. Captain Carrot, he sold out, and he's in the 6-1 is the original. Like I guess you can say like the original color version of him.
Is that going to be in stores, the Captain Carrot?
Yeah, you probably see him at GameStop and stuff.
That might be one that gets me. Just I think like a rabbit figure to put out for like Easter is fun. So that they might get me on that one. Like put them on the Easter shelf, every April.
Some Donnie Darko stuff too.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're talking. There we go.
Yeah, look at all this. Look, even this Batman Spawn set is still here. The it's signed by autograph. Nobody wants that crap. It's
I kind of do.
It's still on this damn site. Really? Mom said probably the Batman chase has been the hardest one to find. People are trying to find that one. Really? Huh.
Yeah, it's like why?
Yeah, like
I like
really
this
weird.
A lot of my shelf are filled with this, but like why?
Exactly. Like why? Why? I guess you like Michael Jackson said, it's human nature. Why? Why? Do you buy McFarlane?
There you go. Plastic finds a way, and chaos erupts.
Yeah. Like this would kill me here. Christmas Batman sold out.
Hell yeah. I got both
2-pack and the blue, but red's still available. Wait, but it makes no sense. So the 2-pack is sold out. But then, okay, so explain to me why is red not sold out?
Blue looks better. It's like the golden age. Like if the head sculpt is actually kind of nice.
Hold on. You can't say that because the 2-pack sold out with the red and blue.
Yeah, because it had the blue in there. Because when that blue sold out, the only way you could get it was through that buying both of them.
This is goofy. This is goofiness.
Okay, hey, wait, let me ask you this.
Yeah, it's time to stop this. Yes.
Because you guys collect Legions. That King Cordax looks okay, right? Like he looked like he would go with one of Legions or something like that, like his design from Aquaman 2, King Cordax. It was up on the site.
Yeah,
it looks kind of gnarly. Yeah, one of my friends was Joan. Is like, how can you put that in your top 10? I'm like, dude, it looks nice. Because at some point I want to start getting Legions. So like, yeah, I don't know.
It's a whole other sickness, man. in a good way. I don't mean that in a bad way. Especially with like Dante and I go to local shows. When they're at the local shows for our area, it's so hard, especially Legions Con. Dude, you got to go to Legions Con next year, man.
I saw your interviews, and I was like, man, I really want to go next year. Like, because it's like, you see like all the creative, so like the custom stuff people do, like arts, effects, like those are pretty cool.
Yeah, man. You go to one Legions Con, you like automatically will buy at least a few of them. Yeah, like I've kept it on the rails for the most part, even though Trevor is always trying to tempt us with his great shots and videos. But 1.6 shooter. But even just to have a handful of them, exactly. Like when that bear goes back on that shelf, like that's gonna be a magical day when that friggin' bear ships in like 19 years. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait. I'm gonna need somebody to make me. I'm gonna ask Brian make me like a far scene, and it's like so I have my bear and like the little packets and ripped open, and that bear just nuzzled in there like slashing people. It's like it's Cocaine Bear.
I was gonna say
it's the Cocaine Bear.
Powdered sugar.
It could be flour. You're like, have that bear sit behind a desk, with the pile like pile on the desk, and just like
put a blazer on it one time, please.
Yes, and he's got like he just has it like on like claw fingertip, and you just see him put it up like
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact you now have a Cleveland show Tim the Bear figure too.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Oh, yes.
God, he was a bad show.
Do you like? Does he? How does you know? What he say? He's like, do you glaze as much? He's like, that's for me to know. That's my business. No, he's like, that's my business. He brought his little car.
Hey, Greg, all I'll say is, hey, boo-boo, help me out.
Yo, put a little hat on her. Yogi the Bear. Yes, Yogi Bear with a little tie. Yo, so many ideas. Yo, Bart, that could work. But I'm thinking about just like bear stuff, like bear necessity. He could be your new Baloo if you repaint him right. You better look for the cocaine necessities. I need them drugs, Mowgli. I need to get them on with my wife. Yeah, man, I need that bear necessity. That's what he be sitting there singing. Smokey the Bear, yes, he'd be like, only, yo, he could be ripping somebody down like, you prevent forest fires, but you didn't help prevent this one. Just like start ripping people down. Yeah, so many ideas for that bear.
Bart
So
says
many.
versus the Marvel Ursa Major. Yeah, man, I said a couple weeks ago, I think that Ursa Major is going to look like a cub when it's compared to that friggin' Mythic Legion bear. I love the Ursa Major. I still have 2 of them. I built one on clearance and one full price. But yeah, when that Legion ships, I kind of feel like that Ursa Major is going to be taking a back seat, unfortunately.
I remember you said that in the video. You're like, I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna make him look pretty bad.
Yeah. Man Beast Boy said need a DiCaprio figure. I forgot about the Remnant. Him fighting that bear. Yo, that was a tough fight. Don with the good dad joke. The wait for the bear is unbearable.
Did any of you guys get that Frazetta? Is it Death Wolf or what was it? Dark Wolf?
Oh yeah, Frank Rosetta. No, I didn't. I know Just Jay did. I didn't get him.
It's sold out on BBTS now. I was thinking about getting it.
Yeah, I looked at it when Trevor had it at Legion's Con. It looked great in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really it moved very well. It had great articulation on it. Yeah, it was a great looking figure. All right, folks. That's it for this episode. Pat, thank you for joining us on short notice.
Sorry for crashing. I didn't mean to interrupt y'all.
I say if you were able to come on, you can come on with us.
Dude, it's always good to get to talk to you, man. It's been a while, so hopefully we get you on sometime again soon.
Yeah, man.
I know.
Good talk about
man, Beast Boy
figures. Because I bought I've gone down like a buying binge on these. I bought a couple of these. That's my next interest in the hobby. Like I'm kind of done with like superhero stuff. I got all the teams I wanted.
There you go. Man, Beast Boy, that's a good thing because Savage Crucible is coming to ZoloCon, I think in August. I think August show. So they will be there. They said they announced they will be at ZoloCon in August.
And Zolo coming up in February, folks. If you're going to ZoloCon, let us know.
You both are going to be there?
I'll be there.
I'm going to try and take off.
Zolo is a friggin' blast. Anybody who has not been to ZoloCon, I suggest you check out. Also, I'll not be a complete plug person here. Check out Art G's ZoloCon videos or mine on our channels because it's just a fun show. It's at an amazing venue. It's at the Fuge. It's an old NASA training facility, so there's a nice, cool NASA kind of space feel to it. It's a lot of fun. Just the venue itself is amazing. There's a craft beer bar attached to it now, which is even more amazing because you drink a beer and buy more toys. Only if you're 21 and over, folks. But it's a blast. Yeah, Pac-Man. If you can come up and hang out at that show, you'd freaking love it. It's a good show. A lot of cool stuff around it too. Cool toy stores and things.
Okay, cool. Yeah. The local shops too. Nice.
Yeah, for sure. Toy and comic book heaven is maybe like 15 minutes away. And of course you have like a Target, a Walmart, but yeah, some cool little shops there too.
Well, if you and Art are there, there's nothing going to be left at Target. So
you know what? It's funny you say that because over the last few years, I tended to not even go to the local like big box locations because I was like, what the hell? Like, this is actually a good way to end the show. I was like, what the hell am I going to find? And I actually went to the Target up the highway, and that's where I got the friggin' DC Multiverse Frankenstein at a super cheap price because they screwed it up.
Yeah,
Target had it marked down to like $10 cheaper than it should have been. And it was brand new at the time. So I actually made out on that. So you never know. If you don't go, you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Bart says craft beer. I can make my own beer. Man Beast Boy says, great show, y'all. Pat, well done, sir. You should be the third man here. McFarlane correspondent and representative. I'll make the contracts. And Greg says disavow gets carded and deny service. I say don't believe his age.
Anytime they card me now, it's actually worse because like some places they have to card no matter if you look 100 or 12. But it's funny because like I show them my ID and like I did not have this much going on here with the beard. So they look at it and I think they second guess even more. They're like, well, you're 21, but is this even your ID at this point?
McLovin. It's
I'll send it to you on Instagram then. We actually took the McLovin ID and we made Bruno a fake ID. So we put Bruno's picture on the McLovin ID. So I'll send it to you on Instagram. Then it's pretty funny.
That's amazing. What name?
That's
Who
hilarious.
are you, Seal?
All right, folks. We'll get out of here. Have a great weekend. If you have an extended weekend, enjoy it. Happy hunting. Anything else before we get out of here?
Don't use needle nose pliers to try to rip apart your McFarlane toys. They will break. And also, I've been on a bit of a hiatus toy hunt wise recently due to some things going on. New hunt coming out tomorrow night on Disavowed Action Figures on YouTube. And hopefully some more to come. But it's been a slow January start, but we're getting there. More content to come pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And I will have my top 10 Marvel Legends video out hopefully by Monday or Tuesday of this upcoming week. So,
what about your top 10 DC multiverse video, Dante?
That'll never happen.
All right.
I have that. It'd be just one figure, Swamp Thing, from like 2 years ago.
This guy, man.
I mean, what would you expect? Like, it'd be just one figure from 2 years ago.
Well, if you don't want to watch his non-existent one, you can watch mine on my channel, my top 10 DC.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. All right, folks. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. Stay safe. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.
See ya.